Hey there viewers, and welcome back to the South Main Auto Channel. Back on the 06 Honda, it's the Accord. It's got the big 2.4. It's the one that we found the bad battery cable on, where somebody had repaired the positive battery terminal at some point in its life, and the corrosion got to it, causing some massive voltage drop to the starter. And that video was good to show you guys, because it very easily could make that mistake of, you know, everything looks pretty normal, sounds like a starter, you hear the solenoid whacking in there, headlights are nice and bright, nothing to lead us in the area that, yeah, the battery is getting low or anything funky's going on, because everything else on the car works. So hopefully that was a good lesson for everyone to do your due diligence and make some checks and not assumptions. I've mentioned before in the past, you know, we just do data-driven diagnostics. That's it. We follow the data. That is it, period. And I mention that because some of you have said, and still continue to say, that anytime you get a car in that has an electrical problem, you always clean all the grounds. This is strictly my opinion when I say this, but that's the stupidest thing you can do. And that's because it's just a big fat guess. And there are literally hundreds of grounds on the car. So when somebody says they clean all the grounds, I assume that means they clean the battery terminal and maybe the main, you know, body ground or frame ground. In either case, you'll never ever see me do that unless the tests say that we should. That would be doing the same thing, a simple voltage drop test. Negative here to the ground, or to the block, to the body. And you know, if we have some excessive voltage drop, yeah, we're gonna chase it on the ground. And we've shown that in many, many videos, how we do that. So test, don't guess, that's it. Some of you expressed interest in seeing this replaced, which I thought was kind of crazy. But some of you don't believe me that the engine's gonna crank over when we're done. So I'm gonna bring you along. We're gonna put this harness on. It doesn't look like it's too bad. I got it right from Honda. It was relatively inexpensive for what it was, less than 200 bucks for the whole deal. So we're not gonna take it out, tear it apart, and replace just the cables, because that would probably cost more in the end. At least I think it would. So we're gonna take the lid off that. We need to pull those two little guys out. We've got some of our Astro glow-in-the-dark sockets here. 8 mil. Of course, the battery's already unhooked, so we don't have to worry about that either. You mother. Just put that bolt anywheres. Let's see here. I assume that they just pop right up out of the box. Slides out. Let's see, I don't know if we can mess these up. We got a white one and a black one. Black one there. Let me go label that real quick. We'll just put a white dot right there where the white one went. Underneath the box here, there is one electrical connector. To show you better, I would have to remove the air box, and I'm not gonna, because I want to just get the job done. So there's that connector there. Don't even know what it goes to. Don't know, don't care. All right, we're gonna get our side cutters. We're just gonna cut the zip ties that are holding the harness down. It should have all new ones on it, and it does. So the one I'm gonna go down and cut is this green one right here. All right. Wanted to get it out of the way. Now that it's out of the way, I can go down and we'll finish it off. Bring it in there. Wow. Come on, man. There. Just wanted to yank that up and out. All right. No big deal. Not a big deal. Yeah, how convenient is that? All right. Our throttle body's here. Got old corrosion dust all around. Some people in the last video were telling me, you got corrosion down in that throttle body. That's okay. Trust me. It'll all be okay when it's over. Got one little connector there. All right, let's get it unhooked from the starter, the alternator, and then we'll finish just fishing this out of here. Set that there. What do we have? Got a little Toyota Thunder. There's that one. I'll hook it off the starter. Looks like we have a knock sensor there. Comes around here. Connector for the alternator. One wire clip there. Whoa, I'm blinded. One wire clip there. Grab us your classic, never to be found 10 mil. Come down here to the alternator. Lucky guess on the size. Very gingerly take that off. Remove it. Remove that. What do we have here? Classic 12 mil wrench. I think. I don't think we can get up in that joint with the socket, can we? Because there's a water pipe in the way. Nope, take too long. Let's go find us a little wrench. Oh, I did hit record. Sorry. Sure would be something if I had a bad starter and a bad cable too, huh? Just my luck. There's that. Yeehaw, we're loose, we're home free, we're done. Come on. Oh, we're not done. We have one connector. Right? There. Is that it? That's it. Make sure it's the same one as your other one. Snake that baby down through there. Snaking it like a snake. One wire connector here. Well, not a connector, but a little doodad, little holder. Get on there, you little doodad. Okay. We'll leave that like so for the time being. We'll get all these little doodads hooked up. One that goes right there. Connector there. Nothing's ever been ran. She's a little stiff. A little bit of a stiffy. Let's see. That is a single wire for the starter. That is the cable for the starter. Oh, hey, hey! Oh! That's the wire for our knock sensor. There's that. You guys still see what's going on, kind of? A little bit anyways. Get this turned the right way. We already got our rubber pull back for us. We're gonna put on the terminal for the starter, which is nice and clean. We're just gonna snug it up for the time being. I'm gonna take and pull all these water pipes and stuff off here and come back with a torque wrench, but I'm gonna have to do that off the camera. As you know we often do, we come back through and torque stuff to factory specs, a lot of times off camera. So Don't worry about that. Don't want to waste your folks' time. Come on, gotta get the little rubber to flip around here. Come on, all the way around. You can do it. Maybe you can't. You want to. There she goes. Okay. You gotta make sure you get that out of the way. It ensures our clean connection. Some people are commenting right now, they're typing that they can't believe. I can't believe you didn't smear that with dielectric grease. Well, I'm here to tell you, the car's almost 20 years old, and that connection was clean as a whip. Clean as a whip, he says. So isn't the alternator connection. So we're gonna put that one on. Get your classic 10 mil out again. And we'll come back through with a torque wrench on that one also. Worried about that. Get the rubber flipped around there. There's a vacuum hose for our intake. There's that one. Clip this one back in. Now they put a purple zip tie here with the retainer that goes to nothing. It wasn't hooked to anything on the other harness either. Kind of interesting. For some reason, I'm thinking that some of these had a bracket on the back of the starter. I thought that this clipped into. The starter looks to be the OG. It is the original Gangsta. So I don't know. That's kind of peculiar. Anyhow, it's neither here nor there, I suppose. We're going to plug this gray connector back in. There's that. Oops. I'll mess up our intake gasket here. Leave that there. All of that is where it needs to be. Everybody's happy there. Let's go finish it up over here. We're gonna take our 10 mil meter. We're gonna loosen up our battery negative. Oh, I did find the battery hold down. It was down here below the radiator. We commented about that the other day. There that is. So we can actually put that back on. Not have it go through the fan or something. Bring it around town. I'm going to clip this in down on the bottom of the air box. I'm going to get a light to make sure I'm in the right hole. I believe I am. We're going to lift this up. Set that there. Just want to use it for reference. Come on, man. Put this one where it needs to go. There it is. That's going to do us right here in the end. The one big connector that goes underneath here, I'm just going to have to, you're going to have to believe me that I'm actually hooking it up. I can see it down through this little slot. Down through the slot. Everything lined up the right way here. It's definitely easier to unhook than it is to rehook. Boom, like a boss. Okay, there is a bracket that it goes on. Just like that, you heard it click. Bring it up here. Black one went in the back. White one right here in the front. You may or may not be able to mix these up, I don't know. There's that. Everybody's happy. Everybody's in their little happy place. I even went ahead and found the bolt for us. That was nice of me, huh? We'll get them right there. Gotta add some counter pressure to this one. We don't want it to break the box or anything. Don't break the box, fella. Getting after it too hard, that can happen. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna go look up all the torque values for all the fuses. Make sure they're all torqued. And we'll torque all that stuff too. Stand by. Alright, all that stuff is now torqued to spec, which is good. I'm going to put a little no oxide on here because we don't want it to oxidate. Tight. Like a tiger. That's on. It's Canadian because it's special, eh? Ha! I made that up myself. Alright, cover your ears in case the alarm goes off. It did not. Well, that's good. See, it's tight like a tiger there also. Providing our starter is good, it should crank now. Of course, we can't crank it with the key because all of these jiggly bits are off, but we can certainly jumper it with a jumper wire again. We'll unplug it. I think we had some sketchy action going on last time too. Yep, there's that. There's that. Oh, let's see, any reason we can't crank it over? Let me just make a darn Rudy Tooty Tootin' that the key is off. Key is out of the ignition hole. And we have nothing down the intake. Set this somewhere. We've learned that lesson a time or two. Contact. Yeah. Okay, now we can confidently pop the intake back on and move on with our life. I put our intake back on. Now, if you guys are doing these Hondas, don't even try to do the starter any other way. It literally is about a 10-minute job to pull the intake. They're super easy, just the bolts across the front, and there's one bracket at the bottom. You can just take the bolt out of the block and not out of the intake. It makes it super easy. I elect to pull the throttle body because I don't want to mess with the coolant hoses. Take the throttle body, just set it to the side. And that's it. Then just vacuum hose here. I don't even remember if I don't even think, yeah, one electrical connector for the map sensor. But that's it. And then the intake's off and, you know, bingo, it's super, super easy. Let's see if it starts. I guess that's what we're here for. That's what everybody came for. It's got the leather. Ooh, she must be the EX model. We're in. Now we can whisper. 20 miles. Whoa, 218 on this little guy. Alright, we're off to the races. I gotta go out and run a drive cycle on this so we can get it inspected, so I'm gonna leave it running here. And that's it, folks. So hopefully you guys have some closure now and know that we weren't lying to you. I definitely needed that. Always do your tests, folks. Don't guess. Don't go willy-nilly unplugging everything and untaping everything and cleaning every ground that you can see. Once in a while you might get it, but oftentimes you'll cause more problems you'll create more problems than you cure. Something like that. I don't know. Anyhow, don't cause any problems when you're in that comment section. Leaving comments, questions, concerns. Find us on Insta, Facebook. You guys know that all by now. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.